You have. Okay, let me see this again. Okay, so you only have one fire user. Okay, so that's gonna be useless. If you had one more fire user, plus Piz, you have Miragion, you could have had something good, but oh well. Okay, water. Okay, you already know Hydro Boost. Do you have Bane Splash yet at all?
We only have Hydro Boost and Heavy Rain.
Okay, well, hurry up and learn this spell real quick. I'll just tell you, it's water, earth, water.
Water, Earth, Water. Okay.
Yeah. That'll hit all enemies, so I mean that'll be good.
Set turn. So.
You don't have anything on wind, so I'm just gonna ignore that. Earth, you only had one Earth user, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's not gonna. That doesn't do anything. Do you have Magnara or just Mugnara?
This is Magnara.
Magnara. Okay, so we can't do Magnara. So you can't do that one. Okay. So nothing good. You could do Earth and no, you don't have two Earths. Okay. Ice Fusion spell. Do you have Boofla or Boofadine? No?
No.
Okay, well, you can't do any Ice Fusion spells. You don't have Zeonga or Zeodine. Can't do those. You don't have Freyla. I don't have any of
Is
those.
this an ice or water type move?
What?
The water, earth, water. What type of
water
move is that?
thing? Water.
Oh. So we have 3 water
Rain
types.
Splash?
Is that what it's called?
Rain Splash? What are you talking about?
Is that yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah.
Bane Splash?
Yeah, Bane Splash.
Okay. Yeah, it's water damage. Jesus Christ. With your current team, you pretty much can only do water.
We can do water damage once to one or to all enemies.
Might as well just do it to all, and then use the other 2 people to do other stuff.
I guess we can make you do ice, and you can start doing Miragion, I guess. Do we want to get rid of Byakko solely so we can have something that can work with the fire?
Oh! Wait, you said you have Feral Claw, right?
Yeah.
Do you happen to have Poisma or Dormina?
We have Mapatra, Feral Claw. We have Mirren Karen.
Nope.
We have... No, that's not anyone's. And... Tsukukaja, no.
Alright, well. If you happen to have
So
Poisma
here's the thing, we want to get rid of Byakko, because it's maxed out, and all it has is the water and ice.
Yeah, I'd use something else instead of him. Like, if he's maxed out, then we're currently grinding for some.
That's water and ice. Okay. This is Fire Breath Miragion. Water Ice. This gets us Wind, Magnara, Frey, Mudo, Hellfire,
Well,
and Bufala.
Like I said, you should probably do something that isn't maxed out yet.
Yeah, that's maxed out, 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 that's not. But she's med. Oh, she gets Poisma. Zanma and Miragion. I think, yeah. This is level 30.
Who's this? So that changes which person?
Yuki.
Okay, yeah, but which person was that in your order? 1, 2, 3.
The person who had ice and water.
As an ice breath?
Ice breath, yeah.
Okay, so what do we have now instead of that?
We have Agilao, Poisma, Zanma, and Miragion.
Okay, Agilao, Poisma.
Wait, Zanma is almighty damage. Oh, sorry, I thought that was wind.
Zanma, and what was it?
Agilao, Poisma, Zanma, Miragion.
Miragion? Okay. This will change stuff. Okay, so
Let's
I'll go
see
that.
if we have anything first.
So automatically, I know one is Poisma and Feral Claw.
So we have Blazing Burst, which is Miragian and Miragian. Cool.
So
Who
I would
had-
go ahead.
Who had Feral Claw?
I don't know. You mentioned Feral Claw.
I think that was Maya. Yeah, Feral Claw is
So you want Poisma first, then Feral Claw.
okay. You just had fire, so you could just keep doing fire.
You see if they could. Oh, and then sorry. So if you take Poisma and Feral Claw, you have fire and earth and water, which you could do something with. I know you can. I remember seeing it. Give me a second here. Let me find it. No, that's fire, wind.
So
Oh,
always-
never mind. You need wind for that shit. Fire, earth, water is Hydro Boost. So you should be able to do 2 fusion spells.
So fire, earth, water.
Yeah, fire, earth, water.
Awesome. So set turn to Tatsuya, and then we're good. This should be it. Yeah, Poison Claw EX. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the move. That's just to give you a quick move. But,
Yeah, that's to give us 2
and then-
moves, and then we get Hydro Boost. We already had Hydro Boost,
You already had Hydro Boost, yes.
but
But
now we
now-
can do 2 moves.
But I need you to fire, earth, and then Miragion for another spell.
Okay.
And the other 2 won't do anything but just normal spells. But I need that a good spell.
Fire. This will be Miragion. This is Earth, but you're silent, so I don't know if you can do it yet. And you have fire. Oh, you both have Miragion.
And I don't think it could be. It might be able to do Miragion and Miragion, but probably. And Miragion has to come second.
There we go. Le Sort de Fool. Wow, that looks awesome.
So that does high fire damage to all enemies.
Nice.
It's probably going to be your strongest spell right now.
Yeah, that did 400 damage. I mean, sure, we're fighting low-level bullshit. I think
yeah,
we're ready to go fight them now.
Probably. That's probably that spell right there is probably going to be what makes you able to go fight them.
How the fuck do I get out of here? There. Okay, going up. Honestly, I feel like this game is way too slow. It might be because I'm, you know, constantly,
No, I
speed
agree.
boosting.
Because
But, like, I feel like the fighting is sometimes way too slow.
I think it suffers from old Persona game syndrome.
It's a game before
Where-
the 2000s, so it's bad.
Well, where they were trying out different fighting styles, but
Yeah.
because they hadn't yet found the goodness of press turn system.
Yeah, the press turn system is probably my favorite, like,
Yeah,
version of the game.
like
I think
Atlas hadn't yet found press turn system, so they were experimenting a bit with the Persona series with battle styles.
yeah.
And unfortunately, Persona 1 and 2, while they're great games, suffer from a very slowness of battles that makes it nigh impossible to play.
Yeah.
Because you just don't want to.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I'm pretty sure, like, there's so much, like, stopping the game in the middle of playing the game here.
yeah, and that's the issue I have with Persona 1 and 2. It's not the game, it's not the story, and it's not...
It's the
Definitely-
fights
definitely
take way
not
too
the
long.
It's just the fights take too long.
Well, it's not even
and
the
then-
fights that take too long. I don't mind long fights. It's the fact that the animations for everything make you not engaged enough. Right? Like,
and you can't...
compare this to Persona 5 with the demon negotiations. In this game, there's an animation for the character saying stuff. The demons take way too long to say stuff, and they have, like, it's not even the emotions, but, like, you know, the main character has to say different emotions. You have so many different, like, choices, such as each character can do certain different actions, and each action reflects differently on each demon. And it's so time-consuming of, who do I want to use? Which move do I want to use? That didn't work. Who do I want to use next? Which move do I want to use next? And then I have to sit through the animation when I want to, like, take out and pull out a fucking microphone and sing to them. Or if I want to dance to them. Like, those animations take so long.
I think these games suffer from the issue of there's no way to skip animations.
There's no way to increase animation speed or skip them, yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately it hurts the game as an older game.
Yeah.
Because it looks nice back in the day when it would, like,
I still
back
think
in the day,
visually this looks nice.
Yeah, it would have been great to play, like, back in the day when these kind of, like, you were getting an RPG and you knew it took forever and you knew there was no such thing as skipping. Like, skipping didn't exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was okay because it was cool, but nowadays it's like, okay.
So should we do Lucio de Frio or should we do 2 moves?
I would say Lucio de Frio.
Really, like? Oh, this is to all enemies. Oh, fuck that!
Yeah.
I thought that was only to 1.
Yeah, and that's why it's to all enemies, and it's you have to do it second though, so everyone gets their turn. Yeah, and you're just gonna murder now.
Oh, we can do Heavy Rain.
Yeah, boom.
No, it doesn't matter. Well, so we can still do 2 moves. This is great. So, like, I'm not going to speed this up, but look at that animation. He, like, and then he walked over there.
Mm-hmm.
That was look at that. Like, and the damage is showing up one by one on everyone.
Like, that's the issue with the game, is it looks nice, but unfortunately,
this is still all one turn.
Slow.
Look, like all these animations are so slow. Like in Persona 5, I'm comparing that because that's the most up-to-date, like, Shin Megami Tensei game.
Yeah.
And it like those animations are quick, fast, and simple. They don't even take longer than like a minute.
And you could skip.
Also, look at this. Activate fusion spell. It cut. I wanted to do this, but it cuts it in the middle of the fight, so I still have to confirm. Unless I set it to auto.
Yeah.
And that's annoying. I accidentally hit the alternative speed on my PlayStation, whatever. That killed them all.
Yeah, that's basically just an instant wipe right now.
Yeah.
Like, most bosses I've been noticing have like 2,500 HP max, and you're doing 300 damage on every enemy. Like, you're you're gonna kill everything right now. But you know what action game we should do?
What?
The Raito games.
Dorado Kuzunoa?
Yeah.
Nice.
They're actually really good action games.
Neat.
I played them. They're really fun. You could do it on an emulator. Runs. It runs semi-smoothly on my computer, and by semi-smoothly I mean at 50 frames per second, which it's just a straightforward one. Yeah, I mean, it's just...
Let's go into my fusion spells and set this to auto. And then I can confirm this. Like, this is... Look, this cut-in. Like, that's cool, but... I like the cut-ins, but they take too long. What's nice about Persona 5 is you only see them, like, shortly. And they don't happen all the time. In this game, you can every single turn have a cut-in show up. In Persona 5, you have to work towards it, so therefore it doesn't show up as much.
Yeah. It's just one of those, it shows its age by doing all this.
Yeah. Wow. Thanks, game. And now we go by double speed because that was
Yeah,
way too long.
Yeah, and it's
It's not a bad
just
game.
that-
It's just
it's not a
it's
bad
one of
game,
those
it's
aged
just-
games where it's like this takes forever.
it's slow now. Yeah,
Yeah, it's slow. By today's standards, this game isn't fast-paced enough.
Like I was going back. I was watching some people play Fire Emblem 4, and it suffers from the same thing. Where
Oof.
the story of Fire Emblem 4 is probably one of the better stories in the Fire Emblem franchise.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it suffers from two things right now. One, not having an actual translation. That isn't just a fan translation.
Thanks,
So it
America. Thanks, Fire Emblem. Was it Blazing Stone? Was the first one right? Which
Blazing Sword.
I said stone. I was thinking Sacred Stones.
I mean, close enough.
I meant Blazing Sword, the one with Ellie. Wood,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
That was the first one, which was it was dumb that they started with that one in my opinion, because they so they started with the prequel sequel, but never released the actual
Yeah.
or the sequel prequel.
Yeah, they never released Roy, our boy, but he showed up in Smash.
So really, what they should have done if they wanted to do this was bring Sacred Stones over as the first game.
Yeah, that would have been better. It basically is, but
But yeah. Anyways, but it suffers from two things. One, that and the fact that you can't really. You have to watch all the map animations,
oof, ow.
and you could turn
Remember how
off.
I could turn them off?
Yeah, where you could basically skip enemy turns, basically.
Yeah.
So the issue is you have to watch all the enemy turns, and in the issue is one of the great and worst things about Fire Emblem 4 is that every chapter in that game is a war, and by a war I mean you have to capture like 3 or 4 different castles
Neat.
per chapter. But because of that, you have 3 to 4 different armies on that map
Ah.
every chapter, and you have to watch the
Holy
enemy.
shit! So first of all, I just want to Medirama full here currently.
Nice.
Nice.
So you have to watch what, like 200 units take their turn, as when you only have like 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it suffers from a very slow gameplay because of it.
I guess we'll just give everything to Tatsuya because I really don't care.
Everything with strength.
Yeah, I think that goes to Michelle because I think that's all he's good for.
Basically. And it's unfortunate because it is a good game, but even me wanting to play it, I just can't because it's too slow. Like,
Yeah.
it is incredibly slow nowadays by today's standards of,
Yeah.
and I think I kind of want to blame today's standards of video games more than I want to do the old games, because
We're so used to how shit is nowadays.
I used to enjoy playing like Pokemon XD and watching these long ass animations on every single turn.
You know what's really? You mean like XD Gale
because-
of Darkness?
Yeah,
You know what's funny? And people would rather have that. Is that people are saying like, oh, the new one is bad. Remember like XD Gale of Darkness and Coliseum? We're like, oh shit, look how long and cool these animations are. But I'm like, yeah, but they're way as cool as I'd like to have cool, unique animations for each Pokemon. I feel like some of them would take way too much time.
yeah, but back in the day, that was cool. I wanted it to take forever. I wanted to watch the animations, but then I started.
yeah.
But then games started going, okay, let's go with quick animations, quick cool animations, you know?
Yeah, go, make the game fast-paced. It needs to be faster. It needs to have higher frame rates. We need to have cool animations that take 5 seconds, or you're still in that gameplay loop. The games like aren't wanting you to like experience like the slowness. Games are more
They want you to
fast
experience
pace.
the game. Yeah, they want you to experience the game as quickly as possible. And I'm not saying that's
They don't
bad.
want you to like
It's,
sit down and relax and enjoy the show like anymore. That's
Well,
that's a thing that
yeah.
isn't as supported.
and unfortunately, that's trained your brain to not want to sit
Yeah.
down and enjoy the show. Because I used to love those
Yeah,
games.
because like here's the thing, that
But
animation.
I can't anymore.
Yeah,
I want, but I can't.
yeah, and it's sort of upsetting because it's like, look at that cool animation that like Ginkgo does whenever she dances for the enemy, or whenever Tetsuya pulls out his microphone. Like, that's cool and awesome, and I like
it's
it.
so
but
cool.
I'm so used to just being like, oh, I don't want to see this anymore.
Right, and I blame recent video games for this because
Because
they
they're like, oh, let's cut boring stuff out, or repetitive stuff that like just cuts gameplay. They're like, we'd rather the person, like today, people are like, I'd rather have my players continuously play the game rather than sit and watch a movie. You know,
And
it's not that it's bad, but it's like at the same time, it's sort of like, oh, that's sad.
it just, I feel like it's turned. I used to love being able to sit down and enjoy.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. I thought this was supposed to make you go through a fast and short dungeon. I'm getting scared that somehow we still have to go through an annoying asshole dungeon.
What does Smirk do?
I don't know.
I'm not lying. I'm leveling up like crazy. By that I mean I'm
Okay.
getting actual experience.
Okay, so this
Here's the
area.
thing, we're in Area 7.
So okay, so here's the thing. This dungeon is just a straightforward line. However, it has 12 areas. At least 12.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Oh, in area 9, there's 2 miracles and 2 beads. That's pretty good. If you ever need items.
I guess this is... Oh, cool. We have 2 Meteorama users. That's awesome.
Well, now you just can't die ever.
I probably should have used the item that decreased encounter rates, but I didn't think we would have to go through 12 areas. And we're already like at area 8, so at this point it'd be useless.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, it'd be a waste. I'd rather use it when in the last dungeon.
Yeah, and
I think we only have 1. Is this area 9?
Yeah, area 9. There's some chests that you might want to find and grab.
I'll look for a bit.
I mean, it's beads, so I mean, oh, southeast corner. So there you go.
Got it.
I'll just tell you right where it is. But yeah, okay, so for example, I've been playing a game that I downloaded.
I think we gave enough examples of all of that. Of everything we've been talking for the past.
I have to skip all the combat because it's just so slow.
It's sad, but it's the future.
Yeah, and it's just sad.
It's a sad day. Anyways, I want to tell you about something I didn't bring up yet. Because I wanted to have a good conversation about this. How are you faring during this pandemic?
So, considering I am
the
in the army,
coronavirus for whenever this goes up next year, and it's great. It's lockdown time.
considering I'm in the army, I can't really talk too much about the current state of affairs of the army.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
So I can't say much about it.
That sucks. We can't. I'll talk about it then.
I mean, I could talk about the general
Consensus in the world and how Italy's boned.
Yeah, Italy's boned.
Dude, you want to know what I saw? So I saw on Twitter like the other day, someone's like, so the first time in years since everyone in Italy is like in lockdown and no one wants to go visit, Venice completely empty. And so all of the canals, you know, like the gondola rides and shit in Venice, because no one's in the canals, none of the boats are riding in it. There's like no one in even the streets of Venice. If you go into Venice now and look into the water, it's for the first time in years, probably in forever, that the water is crystal clear.
No way.
It is no longer murky. You can see through it, and you can actually actively see all the fish inside the canal.
That is insane, because I've been to Venice before. I've been through those canals.
I've seen people post videos, and they're like, there's fish in there? What?
I'm surprised fish lived in.
Yeah. Another thing about Venice, because of all the people coming in and out, because it's like a port town with all the boats, for like the first time in ever, dolphins are coming back to Venice.
Holy crap.
All of the pollution of people talking and being loud and all the boats moving in and out of the ports, all of that has ceased because of the perpetual lockdown state of Venice. So now dolphins are showing up at the piers.
That's amazing.
I know. I think that's fantastic. Oh god, what the fuck? We can't do our fucking move now. Oh
Why?
no, we still can. What does the smork do?
Let me go Google this.
Do I have smork removal? Didn't I only buy a bunch of like...
But yeah, I'm not, especially since this is stuff that gets posted online, I can't say anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's not bad here in Florida. I think everywhere else in the in America, I think I saw the other day that the only state that doesn't have the coronavirus case just yet is fuck, what's it called? West Virginia. And so people immediately started singing "Country Roads, Take Me Home." And it's West Virginia. They probably have it, but it's not a confirmed case yet, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the only place that doesn't have confirmed. Okay, something that pissed me off was I saw... This is mainly because I live on Twitter nowadays, because of memes. Is someone... Well, not someone. People are like, it's spring break! It's March! I'm on my spring break! I planned this trip for months! I don't give a shit about this virus. I'm still gonna go to Miami and party hard.
Stop it! Oh,
What?
fucking dumbasses.
So,
Sorry.
they're still on spring break in Miami, partying hard, and I'm like, this is how you're gonna get everyone in Miami killed in the next week. And I'm only upset. Sure, I don't live near Miami, but I live in Florida. And if the entire city of Miami is gonna get fucked, that's gonna be easily spread to Orlando. And I go to Orlando sometimes. So that shit will blow. And I live in Florida. It wouldn't be that hard for Miami to infect all of fucking Florida, because it's Miami. It's one of the biggest cities here in Florida. Right? You got Miami and Orlando, the two big ones that everyone knows about. Because Miami Beach and Disneyland. Right?
Okay, well, first of all, Luis, that isn't smirk.
It's
It's called possession.
Oh. Well, I got rid of it.
And does it tell me what it does? Can I get a
I don't
thing
know.
where it
It looks like I couldn't control the characters because they would just randomly use whatever move they wanted.
I mean, I guess that makes sense since it's...
They would still attack the enemy. They wouldn't attack me, but... But yeah, that pissed me off, seeing a bunch of... Because here's the thing. They're all from up north. Because Floridians on spring break don't go to Florida for spring break. They either stay at home and do nothing, or they'll go somewhere else for a spring break. Because why the fuck would you stay in the fucking state you live in for spring break? Like, if you're gonna go on vacation, right? But this means a bunch of people from out of state, which could bring the virus to Florida. Or at least bring more of the virus to Florida, because there's already been a couple of confirmed cases and stuff. And it's like, that's upsetting. And that's the upsetting part, is that these assholes exist.